Good morning. It's like 4 minutes after 6 or something. Just started walking away from my camp. I thought it was fairly it was cold last night, but I didn't think it was like horrible. There is a layer of ice like on the whole inside of my tent, like slight condensation, even though I had a door open. My quilt has a thin layer of ice or frost on it. And, I thought maybe it was when I woke up, my water bottles weren't frozen. And one of them only had a little bit in it. So I thought, oh, it's not too bad. Now, they were up close to my tent in the vestibule, but I rinsed my coffee cup out and had water, just wet dampness in it. When I went to go to the bathroom and I came back, the whole cup was lined with ice. But a lady just came by about 25 minutes ago. She was bundled. She had her puffy. She had just a barely little bit of her face showing. And she's like, it was a cold night. And I'm like, yeah, it wasn't horrible. I said, were you down on that bottom? She's like, yeah, I had to stop there because it was like 8 o'clock. I was trying to get up here. She said she had a thermometer and it was 20 degrees. She said inside of her tent was closer to 40, but it was only 20 outside. I don't think it was quite that cold where I was, but I guess it had to probably be up in the 20s if it was 20 half mile back. Maybe I'm just getting used to it, or maybe it's this state-of-the-art gift shop sweatshirt that just keeping me warm. But anyway, we have water in 2 miles, hoping for a big day. And I don't think there's going to be any major sights to see or anything, just miles to make. Okay, this is Crystal Spring. This is where I was planning to get my water. However, that's pretty frozen. And it's just the top layer frozen. So I have a liter, and there's supposed to be good water again in 3.2. So I'm not gonna dip my hands in that ice water yet. You can see some through the trees. This is supposed to be views of the east rim. But there's a lot of trees through here and it makes it hard to see much. So there is actually picnic tables here, and just past the tent, and somebody said, "What's up, Lil'Chap?" And it was Ice Cream, who hiked the AT my year, but started a day after. And yeah, there's picnic tables and everything up here. Utah 59. Okay, the girl that passed me when I was packing up this morning, that I wasn't sure where she came from, was sitting on one of those picnic tables on her phone. I talked to her for a minute, and she said, because I was like, where did you stay the night before last? Because I was trying to figure out. I knew she wasn't at Cottonwood. She said she went from the south rim to there, and I was like, holy cow, that's a long day. She said that she was going to try to do rim to rim, and then she realized she needed to get out of the park. And then she couldn't find a camp spot. So she just kept going and going. And then it was dark when she ended up just stopping. So that's why she said she didn't stop in a very good spot. But she said she did almost 40 yesterday. That's a whopper of a day. It's a huge day for going down and up the canyon. But anyway, I'll probably see her. I'm sure she'll pass me again. She said she's probably going to try to finish tomorrow night. But I'm looking at Sunday morning, so we'll see. Okay, I'm probably doing something stupid. I kept looking for this wildlife drinker, the water source I was going to use, and I never saw it. And I kept thinking, well, it's got to be up here. Then I saw like a little rock structure, and I thought, oh, that's it. So I kept walking, and it wasn't it. Far Out says it's 0.2 back. So that's like 0.4 round trips to go back and get it and come back to where I'm at. The next water, 7.5 miles. I probably should go back, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to add a half mile. There has been good bits of spots of snow melt and things. So I'll just be on the lookout, and I can make it the 7.5 without more water if I have to. But there's supposed to be a lot of water today, every few miles really. Well, every 6, 7, something like that, up until later today. So, I don't know, I wish I would have saw that one because I was going to pick up a liter or a liter and a half. But I didn't, so I'll just be conserving water a little bit. I've only been filming on the flats, but we have had several short but steep climbs today, up and down. Today is May 2nd, and I was just walking along thinking there's something that's May 2nd. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure May 2nd is my Uncle Roger's birthday. So happy birthday, Roger, even though you're not going to see this for another week. I was thinking about you on your birthday, that's all that matters. Unless I'm wrong and today's not your birthday, then I was thinking about you anyway, even when it wasn't your birthday. So I definitely got to get favorite nephew points for that. We got about 2 more miles to the water. I've done 10.6 so far, and it is just a few minutes till 10 a.m. All right, the comments were that this is good water. From here, it looks pretty brown. I have to get down there and see what it looks like, but either way, I think I might have to use it. It looks pretty clear, it's usable. This is also gonna be a long break time because I'm gonna dry out my quilt and my tent and everything and sit for a while. Okay, I got some water. I'm filtering now. It's a little tinted and it's clear, but it's got a lot of particulates in it. It does have a bit of an aftertaste, but it's not horrible. There's water in 2.5, but that's the comments say it's murky, and there's supposed to be good water in 11.5. So I'm gonna get enough here to get me in 11.5 and just drink some algae water today, I guess. All right, I have not filmed hardly at all this afternoon. I'm walking and talking. Sorry, I'm talking to the camera. But look at this. Here are the views of the canyon that I was looking for earlier. They're not great, and they look pretty hazy in the camera, but you can see the big red wall. Reminds me of parts of California, the burn zones. Okay, it is like 4:40. I have filmed probably as much as if it was like 10 a.m. I've been walking with Sprouts, and she's been talking my ear off. But now it's my turn to talk her ear off. So, yeah, it's been a really good, fast day. We've already done like a marathon, I think. I think we're already at like 26 point something. And we're going to do some more. So I'm sorry that I'm a horrible vlogger today, but talking to her is making these miles. Talking to her is making these miles go by fast. Okay, it's 6 o'clock. We're still walking. We have literally talked about every topic under the sun, I think.
Under the sun, literally.
Under the sun, we have. The sun is about to go down. It has been a great day. This is by far the longest I have walked and talked to anyone on this trail. You're raising the roof?
Yeah, I think so.
Put the sun back up. Give us more time. We've done 30 and it's 6 and we're only 32.4 from the end. Probably 0.3 by now. So we just decided, because we passed somebody that said that we're going to be in the canyon for a while. So if there's the next plush camp spot, we're going to stop. Who knows? If I keep listening to her and following her, I'll maybe be walking to 8 o'clock. What time did you stop last night?
7:33.
7th? Oh, it's still barely daylight then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stopped.
I may be eating dinner in the dark tonight. She's a bad influence, but good conversationalist. So, okay, man, this beard is just getting out of control. I can't wait to get done to trim this stuff. Today was a really good day. The miles went fast. The day went super fast. Thanks to Sprouts. I don't know where she was at the rest of the trail. I meet her like 2 days from the end. So I walked with her from, I don't know what time that was, like 11 a.m. maybe?
Yeah.
Was it 11?
Yeah.
Okay, so we walked together a whole work day. We walked and talked for like 8 hours.
We started work at 11.
No, I mean the number of hours.
Yeah.
You guys can hear her, I think. She's yelling. She's in the other tent. You can't see over there either, through my tent. Anyway, so I did 30.6. She did a little more since she was behind me and came screaming at me when she met me this morning. She's very chipper. And she doesn't even do caffeine. Go figure. So anyway, enough about Sprouts. We have 31.7 to the border. Today is Friday. My plan was to get there Sunday morning, but I wasn't supposed to do, well, I guess I did about what I was supposed to do today. I don't know. I may finish tomorrow. Part of me wants to finish in 45 days instead of 46 because I had 6 zeros, and that would mean I finished in less than 40 hiking days with 39. I don't know. I probably think too much about the numbers and all that. Sprout said I'm ego driven, but she did like 40 miles yesterday. So she said it in a nice way. But she did like 40 miles yesterday. It was the first thing. She's like, hi, I'm Sprouts. I did 40 miles today. That was the first thing she said when she introduced herself. So anyway, thank you all for coming along. I'm sorry I didn't do a very good job filming today, but have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow where we may or may not finish this thing.